Second question is,
was a good dawah question on.
thank you, brother. I'll start it off with the statement is that one of the biggest traits in feminism is that for a woman to get highly educated by going to college, getting a bachelor's degree or whatever degree that they want, and then get a job right after. This typically takes like a lot of, this typically is done right after they graduate from high school, which is usually at the age of 18. In order to accomplish this takes years and years of education, debt that includes interest if they don't have the money, and a lot of focus. By the time that they are done, they're usually around the age of 23 or 25 because women take a year off after high school to focus on different things, or maybe life happens, right?
Yeah.
My question is this sunnah for Muslim women to educate herself in this manner?
That's a loaded question, but let me take it apart. All right, I got you. First question, part of that question is about men or women, I would say, it's not gender specific, taking riba-based loans for schooling, which is haram. Riba is haram no matter what. Just because you're doing it to get an education doesn't somehow make riba halal, right? So that's the first thing, okay? So whether it's a woman or a man, that's haram. We don't deal with riba. And I've got 2 masters, I've never taken a single penny of riba. I never asked anybody for a loan. I worked and did my schooling, so you don't need the loan. My son's in pre-med right now, no loans, right? So don't tell me it's a necessity, it's not. You can work, even if you have to take some time off, you can pay for it. I've done it, plenty of people that do it. Secondly, regarding is it sunnah for a woman to educate herself? Yes, but in the boundaries of the Sharia, right? Meaning that if it's at the expense where she doesn't get married and then ends up in a situation where she may have a double PhD, but now she's unable to find a husband because of the age and so on, then I don't believe that that is the way that a Muslim woman should carry herself. The main objective of a Muslim is to have a healthy household. That's the main objective. Now, for that, if a Muslim man has to go and work, he's not going to work because he just loves his career. He's doing it to bring risk at home. And if a Muslim woman stays home and takes care of her children, it's not because she's unable, it's because she realizes that that job of being a mother is more important than any other job out there, right? So I think that should be the number one priority of a Muslim woman is her family. Get married, have children, raise a good household. That's the number one thing. Now with that, if she wants to study on the side while taking some online courses or even in person, but while fulfilling the rights of the husband and children, I'm all for it, right? Muslim women had a great legacy of being great scholarettes, right? Female scholars. But they did it with families, with their children, with their responsibilities. Aisha radiallahu anha was the best wife to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, cooked, cleaned, took care of him, went on jihad with him, all of that. And she learned all those ahadith. She didn't sacrifice her responsibilities for knowledge. Today, I'm very saddened that we don't see a lot of academic Islamic work coming from women. It's not that they can't. It's not that they don't have the ability. Like we see Fatima al-Makkiyah and great female scholars of the past. Today, when Muslim women talk about education, I don't know why, it's always under the guise of leaving the hijab and leaving the household and secularizing their education, right? What happened to the rich tradition of Muslim women scholars? Writing books and doing great things for the ummah, right? While still taking care of their family responsibilities. And I'm just going to give a shout out. I think some of the brothers here may know there's a sister, and I've never met her personally. I'm just shouting it out. Her name is Farad Hashmi, right? She has an institute called Al Hidayah and stuff. I met with her husband, Shaykh Idris. And this sister with full niqab, like she's not selling out her deen, and she has children, I believe, right? And all of that has started an institute and brought a big change, especially amongst the women in the educated aspects of Pakistan. May Allah bless her for it, right? Without compromising the religion, right? And there are many other women, mashallah. There's a sister in Qatar that I've never met, Kamila Kawari, but I've read her books. Amazing, right? Never met, don't know anything about her, but I read her books. Good Islamic research. So I encourage Muslim women to get an education, but not at the expense of sacrificing her family or her children, or not getting married, or not fulfilling the rights that her husband or her children or her father have on her. Just like Muslim men must make sure that they take care of the rights of their wives and their children and their families as well. Jazakumullahu khairan. Barakallahu fikum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.